We're back. It's been a long weekend. We've gone through 3 leagues and we're on to the 4th one. This is the Acceleron League, Cobalt Sphere. We've been here all weekend. People are probably sick of this track, honestly. But we have the big main event, the teams. We have 2 new teams, Wild Riders and Speedholics. They'll be replacing the Bandits and the Drones that were eliminated last season. This track is so beautiful. It's not even because it has my name on it.
I was about to say it's because they named it after you, isn't it?
Maybe. No, it's a really nice track. It's just a really popular track too. Heaps and heaps of people upvoted this throughout the community, so it's good. Now, we do have team intros and everything. So we're looking at Den Mirison and Kamikalo in modified Flash. So
ooh, I love the colours on that.
And the STK. Yes, there is. So we get to look at almost everyone's car for this, except for one driver who didn't get to submit a video. He had a recording error. So we've got Neostorm, we've got Garnables in the Diora 2, and Animax is in Supergirl that's been painted, but unfortunately he does not have the video. Corpseless is back, one of the dominant forces of last season, in the Motosaurus that has people talking. This car is, as we saw last race, it's fast. It's just a matter of not making mistakes. And Soul Crusher definitely made a name for himself last season too.
Oh, even has his name on the back. What a legend.
On to BHR, Norton and Maurice. Maurice is a new recruit from the Xbox League who has come over. And Norton is hopefully not team killing. If you're reading this, sorry for the bump written on the back of his car. Hopefully he doesn't take out his teammates like he did this time.
That's half the fun. Who will he wreck today?
New team Wild Riders here in the orange. We have Alpha and I'm probably going to get it wrong, but Chris. Again, a Motosaurus. Fortunately, there's only 2, so we don't have everyone in the Motosaurus because people really seem to be hyping up this car. I'm included. Akira is the team leader for the Speedholics. A new team for the season, has moved on from BHR. Still in the same car though, just a shiny new paint job. And Power Pipes has the little Drones logo on the back just to remember where he's come from.
Aww.
And he's the only driver to go left.
Look at that, Corpseless straight to the front.
Yeah, just powers through and Soul Crusher barely keeping his car upright. So much push and shove.
Woo!
He's out of here.
Oh no! You hate to see it.
Oh, and that was Norton taking out Maurice.
Norton living up to his name.
Yes. That impact was nice and close too. Almost got to see a couple of cars collide. Oh, 2 of them hit. Oh, there's another hit. Den, the champion.
Sticks the landing.
Yeah, this is why Den was the Season 1 champion and is one of the favourites on the track for winning these races. Lots of just
a little bit of love taps.
Yeah. This is the difference between having 6 or so cars and 12 cars is there's just much less space and everyone's still trying to...
Yeah, they're all fighting just as hard,
Yeah. Except for Corpseless, he's kind of leaving people behind here already.
Just doing corpseless things.
After that impact at the start, Chris is way back.
That's alright, it's still early days. We're on lap 1.
Yep. You can't cut that corner that tight, though.
Soul Crusher going to get the pass here.
We've got 2 Riptides and 2 Syndicates up in the top 5. That's good.
Gave away two positions, unfortunately.
Yeah. I can't say Rip Rod's really the car I would be betting on for these races. It's just, it doesn't have the performance that some of these other cars do, like the S2K. And once again, we have kit on the track. This time it's painted, so you can't quite tell. But
Oh.
Kamikalo takes out teammate Den Mirison. It looks like he's hit the walls himself, which has caused the problem there. Because he's bounced off the 2 walls, he's slowed himself down and just kind of got in the way. Oh, that's such
lots
a rough
of bouncing
crash.
Around in this one.
Yeah, that was such a rough crash back there. It's going to put Den pretty far back in the pack. Norton's all the way back in 6th place. Everyone is probably expecting a little more out of him just because he did make the finale last season and has made quite a few podium finishes throughout his career.
I do feel, though, that this is a very, very skill-focused track rather than speed.
Yeah.
Like, your timings have to be perfect and, you know, there's very, very little wiggle room for mistakes.
Yeah. You've got to cut every corner tightly, and there are some parts of the track that if you make a error, you can easily put yourself off the edge. There's a section just before the end here, just back a bit, where the ground is elevated in a spot that if you hit it wrong, you will actually just fly off the edge of the track because you can't really steer in midair.
Who'd have thought?
The pack has seemed to have split up a bit. We've got our top 5 that are real close together, and then everyone else has just pulled back a bit further. Oh no!
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
Poor landing from Dan puts him off the edge. Oh, he was not ready to race for this event. He is substituting for another teammate that wasn't able to make it. So he didn't put the practice in that he normally does. He puts in so many hours practice when it's his track. So this one he just didn't have the hours and hours that he normally does.
Which is very understandable.
Yeah.
Norton's still sitting at 6th, but we've got all those other drivers in a pack just in front, so there is the possibility for a takeover.
Easy, especially if like these guys keep bumping each other, they're going to knock each other off the track in no time.
Oof!
It's too close for comfort. Fortunately, we're not seeing anyone drive the wrong way. We did see a bit of that in, I believe it was the Xbox and possibly Street Leagues, where people turn the wrong way coming out of that cross
It'd be
section.
very easy to do.
I do it in almost every single attempt. Ooh, that's a beautiful little, like, just, it's not a nasty bump, but it's enough of a bump to just slow someone down and get you ahead of them, just forcing the Kamikalo's way in. Kamikalo's a new driver entirely, but he trades with the syndicates, so... Oh, Norton, that's too wide. Dropping another spot to former teammate Akiro.
And this is what I mean. One tiny, tiny error, and bang, you've lost an entire position.
Yeah. Oh, a little bump there so that Chris could take the inside. And he's off.
Oh, it didn't pay off.
He's done the reset, because the reset is faster than just falling. Oh, Animax! Animax nearly lost it there. Coming out of that corner a bit sideways. Alpha's another new driver, but the Wild Riders are full of people that are very experienced at the game, just haven't performed in the league previously.
Oh, well, welcome to them.
Yeah, they're definitely performing well. They're making a name for themselves. Beating Syndicate is quite hard to do after their performance last season. They just demolished everyone. They'd won the season with 2 races to go. So it's good to see that, you know, they're not just dominating this one. Bit of competition is nice.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to see people mixing it up, and, you know, you don't want to see the same colours on the grid each week. On the grid? On the podium. I knew what I meant.
Next week we are on Orochi City, which is the Syndicate track though. So home field advantage there. And obviously when they're designing these tracks, they design it with their cars and drivers in mind. So it is a little more favoured for them. Damn, Corpseless has just left everyone behind. That was 3rd place that we could see on the loop back there.
Oh, wow. So really just seeing more flawless driving from Corpseless.
Yeah. He's been training quite hard to learn a new car since his previous car was banned.
R.I.P. Jesco.
Yeah. So,
but look, it looks as though all that time and effort has paid off.
Yeah. And it looks like Jesco may not have been the problem. If Corpseless could put out this performance off the bat, and then if he can hold it throughout the rest of the season, then obviously it's not something we can blame on a single car. Oh, that's too close. Oh. It's hard to give each other space when you're off a jump, so...
Exactly, as you mentioned earlier, you can't steer through air.
Yeah. And everyone's trying to fight for the racing line, which makes it much harder to give space to people. Oh, that little bump nearly put Animax off the track too. It doesn't
really
take
can
much.
Feel how hard they're all gunning for it.
Yeah. Animax is also upgraded from a 1-boost car this season, so he must be loving having additional boosts.
Oof, nearly hit the sign.
Oh, yeah, you'd hate to come in a bit low there too.
It doesn't look like it, but it's a very, very thin space to come through.
Yeah.
Too high and you're into the sign, too low and you've missed it completely.
Yeah, absolutely. Fortunately, you can go a little low and take that lower track. It's just not as fast because it doesn't have those boost pads. So it's not the end of the world. Oh, this could go bad. That's alright. It's not too bad. Little nudge on the side there just to be like, yeah, stay back there. Dan is so far. Oh, no. Dan.
I feel like every time you open your mouth to praise Den, he comes off.
No, he's so far back. He's come off like 3 or 4 times now. It's just...
And I mean, I can see that it would be very easy to do. As I mentioned before, these hairpin turns really aren't very forgiving at all.
Yeah. And it's easy to like bring yourself down once you start falling off.
You psych yourself out.
Yeah. Very easy to do. Powerpipe's trying to make a move on the rookie driver, Kamiko.
Oh!
He's got him.
What a clean pass.
Yeah. Oh!
Less than pleased about it.
It was also very close to an impact there. So I don't mind, like, a lot of people say, there shouldn't be any contact. Oh, not again.
Oh.
That's 2 laps in a row.
Saved it.
But yeah, a lot of people don't like any sort of bumping in these races, and a little bit's fine. A little bit of nudge just keeps it entertaining, and it really forces drivers to watch how wide they're taking corners and stuff without hitting someone else. Oh, Dan's so far back there. So sad to see. Oh, Kamikolo with the pass, and it kind of slowed Powerpipes down.
Yeah, blitzed right past him.
Getting rammed there was not ideal.
Corpseless just out for a Sunday drive.
Yeah, he's going for lap records here.
He just makes it look so effortless, doesn't he?
Yeah. Oh, that bounce was not ideal. Oh, he's hit a wall.
There you go. I spoke too soon.
Yeah. There goes the flawless lap, touching a single wall. Oh, and just there, you lose so much speed hitting a wall. Like, Kamikolo just lost a whole position from just tapping that wall. Norton's working hard to take out his teammate here. He needs to catch up to Maurice and put him off the track again. Remind him who the captain is. Maurice giving him plenty of space to let Norton through.
Why would he be doing that?
You see, he got so far off to the side just to let him in.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like Chris is going in for a pass here. Oh, Maurice is panicking. He's looked behind him and he boosted way too soon, putting himself on the lower track. And no one has experience on the lower track. People don't know that you can't boost there on the lower track because everyone always takes the higher track. It is faster. But because everyone always takes the higher track, they don't have that experience on the lower one. That is a huge win for Corpseless. This is about 5 seconds he's won by. But Alpha showing up for his first race of the season. Here we are, the fight for third. There's so many points. Just lands that corner slightly wrong. Tips himself up and he's out of here. So the rookie driver Kamikolo getting 3rd place.
Well done.
Beautiful work. And Powerpipes lost 2 spots off that small accident. That's crazy.
He'd be kicking himself for sure.
Yeah, and that means Riptide has finished in 1st and 4th. So that's pretty huge for them. That would have been a beautiful pass into 6th place, but he
just
fell a bit
quite
short. Yeah. Akira and Animax, 2 team leaders here, fighting to just try and get a few extra points in for their team. Maurice has learned a harsh lesson about the Acceleron League compared to Xbox League. He's just that little bit faster by the looks of it. Gunbulls is another brand new driver here. New recruit for Neostorm. And Dan in last place. Well, a lot of people who probably never thought they'd be able to say they've beaten Dan Mirison have now beaten Dan Mirison. And we have, Corpseless as the winner. That's...
Congratulations to our podium finishers.
Yeah. This does put Riptide at 1st place with their 1st and 4th. And I believe that 2nd place is now Wild Riders. I'd have to get the scorecard up. But I didn't do that. Very professional. Very well done. Anyways, thank you very much, Miss Cobalt, for joining me for the remainder of the weekend to finish up these races.
Oh, it was my pleasure.
We'll get you on again in the future. And a lot of people have been asking for this. A lot of people have been like, oh yeah, you should do this duo for recording. And it's been something that's been hard to organise.
Well, hopefully you guys have enjoyed it as much as we've enjoyed doing it for you.
Yep. And we'll be back next week with Orochi City, the Syndicate home track. Let us know. Who do you think's going to win it?
Who have we got in next week? Is it the exact same lineup, or have we got different team members?
Different team members. So Jota, I believe, will be racing for Syndicate this time.
Mm-hmm.
One of the few drivers pretty much the only driver that has consistently been able to beat Corpseless.
Mm-hmm.
And also Miku, the Xbox champion, will be on the track.
Ooh, that's interesting. I'm gonna go the dark horse and back Miku.
Miku?
Mm-hmm.
Miku's pretty good on these drifty tracks. But yeah, so I'll be back next week with someone. We'll figure out a commentator. Might be you, might be someone else. We'll figure it out. Yeah. And we'll see you all then. Also, link in the description for Miss Cobalt's Twitch. Definitely get on there. Follow and all that sort of stuff. And if you're interested in the Patreon, that's below. That supports the channel. That means we can do these beautiful intros and stuff that I definitely didn't convince Norton to do for free. Thanks for coming, guys. Bye.